We'll start off with some white and some lime yellow. Don't want it to be too strong, so I'll take some orange and much more of yellow and drop in some beautiful nice little highlights. And blend the color together. Now before painting, I would suggest you that you analyze the colors and mix them on a palette first and then place the colors. So that I'm changing color every time that I'm reloading. Something like that. And it comes all the way down here. Now I'll come up to the feathers down the branch and I'll drop in some dark colors. Add in some water and come down over here and just lay in some shadowy parts. Just laying some basic shape, basic color. Don't go too crazy. Something like that, and then just scrub it. Have a lot of water so that will keep my sketch intact. Now with an emerald green color, I'll come over here and drop in this part. Okay, something like that. Some over here. Let that go out of the sketch. That will make it look good. Dip the brush in water and bring it around like that. Don't get too much color on the paper. Okay, I'm not going to go over like that. Just laying in some basic colors. And let's drop in this part. Okay, I'll add in more of blue and I'll drop it over here. Now let's come over here and drop in some shadow. These birds are so beautiful that even the shadow looks like a highlight or a mid-tone color. Okay, something like that. Just wrap it around there. Okay, maybe it's cool like that a bit. Okay, wipe off your brush, dip it in water and blend it. Okay, you can always go back and add in the highlight. Create some textures. I'll add in some more of that color and place it over here. Okay, nice. Now it's some emerald green, bright emerald green. I'll come over here, just drop in some highlight. Okay, I'll drop in some green color over here. Don't want to blend it too much. Now with some black color and some brown. I never use pure white or pure black, just to add some flavor to the painting. Drop in some, and I'll add in some white just to lighten it. Okay, dip it in water. Go all the way up to that cheeks. Just like that. I'll drop in over here the beak. Just changing colors as I reload my brush. Okay, and then now with some white and with some water I'll drop in just to gray this down so that it looks natural. Look at that, it creates a beautiful shadow like that, and I love that. And this white has a bit of yellowish tinge. Now with some black and some white, come over here and just trace in those lines. Break those lines, don't want them to be continuous. Okay, something like that. And maybe one comes off there, one more comes off like that. Look at that. Now with some black, I'll drop in the eyeball for this bird there. Now with some grayish color and some brown, mostly brown. And over here too. Make sure that they're not straight. Okay, this one comes very long. Now with some lighter color, I'll drop in the highlight of these legs. Let that get blended there. Now let's drop in some highlight to these feathers. Okay, maybe like that, and then blend them. It's that easy. Some brown and blue, I'll drop in the branch on which the bird is sitting. Make sure you highlight them and then go in and paint in the branch. Add in some water. Now with some wood color, I'll highlight this branch. And make subtle differences like that. Just went ahead and placed in a backdrop. Now with some gray color, let's drop in the highlight of this beak. Don't go too crazy with that highlight. Blend it in there itself with the brush. Shape the beak. What this backdrop is going to do is, it's just going to make your painting pop. Now I'll place in some more highlight over here. Just in case if I've lost the shape. Some over here. Now with some yellow color, I'll come over here. Let that turn green, and that's okay. Birds have variety of colors on their body. Now with some pure lime yellow, I'll drop over here some color. Okay, something like that. Then that adds some flavor. All these warm colors will definitely add some flavor to the painting. Now just added some green to it, and I'll drop in the highlight to these feathers. Now the reason I did this outline beforehand is because it's going to separate them. Now with some orange color, I'll come over here and drop in some shadows. I've added some water. Use these warm colors. It will just make your painting look realistic, as well as it will pop your painting. Okay, just like that. Now with least amount of black on my brush, I'll make the tip of the beak a bit darker. that there, creating all sorts of texture and line and blending them as they go back. I'll just show you. Look at that. Go back here and drop in some feather, some part of the feather. I'll let that turn green. What that will do is distinguish the feather from the body, and that's going to add a lot of detail. Some green color mixed. I'll come over here and drop in some blurry trees and plants. They're going to be very blurry. I'll blur them out just like that. The background is now completely dry, and that will enable me to have a blurry background. Some yellow ochre. Just drop in some leaves over there. You can go back and tap it with a dry brush, and some sort of leaves, branches come over there. And now I'll drop in some light source in this eye with my filbert brush with some yellow ochre. Let's drop in some leaves. Just tap it. Don't want them to be mapped, and I'll leave a lot of these negative spaces. Turn over the brush, load in a lot of paint, and this just makes a painting pop. Okay, now over here, a bit over there. Now I'll take in some green to that yellow ochre. Look at that, experiment with that colors. Maybe something like that comes around. Don't know, just tap it. And make sure you leave a lot of these negative spots deep. Look at that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Now with some light brown color, I'll drop in some highlight to the legs. It goes like that. Now with some soft gray color, let's drop in the shadow part of the face. I'll come over like that. Don't want it to be very thick, to be very thin. Okay, now with some final highlight, I'll drop in the highlight of this tree. This goes all the way like that, and some over there. With this, we come to the end of the painting, and thanks for watching.